Welcome back to Central Valley Senior Issues, where we meet and talk about things for seniors. If you're not a senior like me, I'm too young to be a senior, but my parents are, and I'm taking care of them and starting to get involved in their lives and stuff. So not a show just for seniors, but for those who are about to be seniors and those who are taking care of seniors. What do we talk about? Housing is a big deal. What are you going to do? Where are you going to go? Don't wait till you're forced to move. It's always start looking, a few years out and get an idea where you might like to live later on. There's no more old folks' homes. There's resorts. We send our parents to resorts now, beautiful places with great food. Other things we talk about is insurance. You got to get that extra Medi-Cal thing, and we have guests in to talk about that. We talk about legal issues with seniors. We talk about savings and retirement and wills and so many things that seniors need to be keep up on. So this is a show for that. Now, one thing seniors should be doing is keeping moving a little bit, and we've invited a guest in who knows a little bit about that. Hope Rosky. Did I get it right?
Yes, you did.
So who needs to keep moving? Can't you just, when you hit a certain age, just sit down and stop moving around so much?
Right. Well, I think everybody needs to keep moving because it's your heart muscle. Your heart is a muscle, and it needs to keep active. Right. And no matter what age, starting from birth all the way up, our bodies need to keep active. And what sometimes people forget is that then when they hit a certain age group, I'm just going to become more sedentary. Maybe they're retiring, so they're not as focused on it. But that's when you need to look at it a little bit more closely, because if you're looking at longevity and quality of life, that's what puts it all together is fitness.
Right. Well, we talked before we came on there about my mom, and she's had a broken hip and stuff. But let's go back a step. Let's go to someone my age. It's hard for me to get down and tie my shoes and stuff. Can certain fitness and exercise help me get over that?
Exactly, it can. And what happens is that when you don't use their muscles, and especially you don't stretch, people have a tendency not to stretch. You want to stretch. And a simple thing like bending down to tie the shoe, a lot of people will go down and they'll pull and they'll tug, and they don't realize that they're could be doing some lower back damage there. But extending and elongating the muscles are very important, keeping up with that flexibility piece.
I've heard that helps your blood flow, too.
Absolutely.
Stretching,
it does. Stretching is wonderful because even once people start working out, it's always important to stretch because the muscles are contracting, and when they contract, they get tighter, and then they need to loosen up and they need to elongate
the muscles. Now, we'll go back to the example of my mom who recently broke her hip. And before she broke her hip, she's kind of hobbling around and can't step up steps and stuff. She breaks her good hip, unfortunately. But then they put her in therapy. Now she's bouncing around, walking around really good, and really soon after the hip issue. So I feel that maybe someone her age, 80-something, they need to have ongoing.
Exactly. And the clients that I work with, I would say majority of them have something going on, and it could be hip replacement, knee replacement, neuropathy. There's so many different things, and once people get out of surgery and they go to physical therapy, they need to keep active. It doesn't just stop there because they need to keep that area strong. So, for example, somebody who has a knee issue, there's a special way of working around that to build up the quadricep muscle, which helps support the knee.
Right. Well, I was going to ask you that because it's just a theory that I came up with just now. But maybe people who are breaking their hip or having a bad, if they'd been working out before that, they develop the muscles to help support the area, and they might not have fallen and things like that.
Well, and too, with bone density, that's something people, especially women, men and women have to think about their bone density. And smaller bone people, even much like myself, also have to be aware of osteopenia and things that can move into more significant things, and talking to their doctor first, using the correct kind of supplements to keep the bone strong. Also, then, getting into a good fitness program. I think it's imperative for people who have not worked out, and I'm not going to make any recommendations, but offer a suggestion that if people are starting to think about working out, that they meet with a trainer who can take them through a routine so they know what they're doing and not just try to wing it all themselves. That's really important to have the knowledge. It's education.
Like you're saying, even just tying your shoe, straining, you could strain something because...
And even taking off the shoe is worse because people do that pull and that tug, and they're stressing out the lower back. People don't also realize that when one sneezes, that can also throw the back out too. With that being said, the stomach muscles, the core, and you hear that word often in fitness, having a strong core which helps support the rest of your body is really an essential proponent, and I also work very closely with my clients on that as well.
So not just working out, but working out correctly, working out the right body parts and stretching.
Yes, yes.
I hate the core exercise. Does everybody?
You know, I mean, not everybody's going to jump up and down and say, oh, I'm doing core work. But at the same time, they know the benefits. So they are excited to do it because they know that the benefits at the end of the day are going to be the things that help them out.
And what kind of core exercise would a senior 70, 80-year-old person
Okay,
do?
well, we can build up to it. There's some pictures I have on the screen. I think we have one of Jack, possibly, who's doing a plank. Now, just to give you a little bit of information in regard to, and there might be another one of his wife, Marilyn, doing a plank. They're both into their 80s, and they both have had their share of different type of health situations.
Well, let's just go through
Jack, right? Yeah.
Let's go through all the pictures. Now, he's doing them on his elbows.
That's it, right there.
How long would he do that plank?
Okay, well, Jack just started to do a plank, and we start everybody at beginning steps. And you notice that the hips are up, they're not sagging. It's just his back is perfectly planked. And it took a while for Jack to get there. But, for Jack, he was able to hold it 20 seconds. Wow. I had a 90-year-old woman hold it for 1 minute in one of my classes. I was thinking, if I could do that at 90 years old, I'm in good shape there. But
now, so I never know when I'm doing a plank, whether my hips are up or down. I don't know. So that's why it's good to have a trainer saying
that's exactly why. Exactly. That's
now,
true. And that's his wife, Marilyn, right there in one of my classes.
Now, let's say they do 30 seconds. Do they do it a couple times at 30 seconds?
Okay, and so I think it's really important that after they do a plank, for no matter what it is, I don't believe in planking for me personally, long periods of time. I believe in taking breaks because the shoulders, although the core's engaged, the shoulders are definitely taking load there as well. So it's important to do what we call a child's pose, stretching out the muscles, just getting a good deep stretch afterwards before one goes back in and does a second round.
And let's look at some more pictures. You can tell us what's going on there.
Absolutely. Oh, that's Frank. I just adore him. Frank is 87, and Frank has been working a great deal on coordination, and his wife is interesting. His wife, Lynn, who's so wonderful and a master swimmer athlete herself, had me connect with Frank, and rhythm and hand-eye coordination was something that we've been working on, and he's just, you could see him going to town on that speed bag. It's wonderful. He has the rhythm, the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 down, and it's just great to see him. And he goes at it for a minute or so, and then he'll break, and then he'll go back at it again. So it's great for his cardio and his hand-eye coordination.
And it's never too late to get back. And
no, it's not. When I have a client who's 87, it's never too late, and they love it. They absolutely love it.
So let's say somebody's saying, I got to get into this, or my parent needs to get into it. How can people reach you? You said you have a Facebook page or something.
I do. I have a Facebook page. It's Hope, initial S, Rosky. It's my personal Facebook page. They can reach me through there, and then they could send me a personal message. And
Facebook?
Through Facebook, and then I can reach out to them after that.
Just go to Facebook. It's on the screen. Type Hope S. Rosky. And you know what? If you really want to ask some questions, call me here at Central Valley Talk. I'll put you up in touch with her if you can't find her on Facebook or something like that.
Definitely, please do.
Some of our viewers, my dad's on Facebook. He's 84.
Oh, cool. That's great.
And what he does is he goes home, goes to his office every day. And I don't know what he does as his office anymore, but he prints all the things he wants my mom to see off of Facebook.
Well, good
He comes
for
home with a
him.
big stack of Facebook, what the grandkids are doing and different people are doing and stuff like that.
Right.
So there's ways to get into. We have some more exercises there, Michael. Let's see what we got.
If we can get one maybe of the gravitation, the tricep machine, it's the gravitation machine. Kay is on that. It's where she's doing tricep dips. And Kay's amazing too. She's in her mid 80s,
Four.
and she is
Exhale
right
on the
there.
way
Look at that.
out.
Now
Breathe
with
it
the
out.
gravitation
Good.
machine,
Right there, you can see
yes,
it.
you
Excellent
can see her
job.
going up and down right there.
Exhale on
Great
the way
form with
out.
Kay.
Breathe
And
it
what
out.
she's using, you can see the weights off on the
Excellent
right-hand
job.
side of the
Good
screen.
form.
This is kind of an interesting piece here because the heavier the weight is, let's say if Kay weighs approximately 100 pounds, we would start her off at her own body weight. The lower we go with her weights, the more of her own body weight that she's using for the tricep dip. That gravitation machine also is served for pull-ups as well. So it's working everything with upper body, even into the core. So although you see her working that upper body, that core is also engaged with the exercise
And you thought,
as well.
man, she's really, but she has some weight offsetting that I see. I thought,
Yes,
man,
you
she's
can.
in great shape. But
She
is in great
and
shape,
she
though.
is in great shape.
see there's
She's
a
a
pull-up
little
one above there,
dynamo.
too.
I just yes. That's during one of my classes, actually,
Nice.
that I teach.
And where is that? Can you tell us?
Yes, I can tell you. I teach at Fit Garden Swim and Racket Club as one of the personal trainers there, and you have to be a member of the club to go in and train with me there. So if there are any people who are watching today who are members of Fit Garden Swim and Racket Club, that's another thing. And right there we see her doing the hookup. That is a left brain, right brain connection. So she is doing a hookup. We could actually do it right here where you take the palm of your hands right here, okay, and you cross right over left and you thread
Oh, my
and you
gosh.
pull up and in right here. Now, if we were standing, we would cross, but even in our seats, we could do some calf pumps right here. Then what we do is unthread and then you cross over the other way and you just hook up
can't
the
do
other
the
way.
other way. I
Yeah,
can
see,
do it.
you can. And that's one of the things that we do is we use a lot of what you can do.
Okay.
We look at all the cans. We don't look at the can'ts.
I
So
can't put my hands together back there, for example.
for
I
example,
be able to?
you can at some point because you work on it. You go bit by bit, and that also has to do with flexibility, has to do with opening up the chest muscles, the shoulders, and doing exercises. Again, it's that
Is it
flexibility.
important for me to do that?
Absolutely. I think it's important, once again, for everybody to have some form of exercise. And they tell you 20 minutes of exercise every day. And a lot of people you'll see go for it hours at a time. And maybe if you're training for an Ironman, that's great.
But you don't need that. You don't need hours and hours.
It's really, there is a certain period and window that one does need, but it's how you use that time frame.
Very good.
Yes.
Very good. We're about out of time. What else do you want our viewers to know?
I just want everybody to know it's all about it's mind over matter. And before you do anything, always talk with your doctor. If you're looking to lose weight as well, please, again, consult with somebody in the medical field because, a lot of people might see this and go, okay, now I'm going to the gym and I'm going to get at it. But if there are any health issues, always let your personal fitness trainer know. Anybody, whether it's a surgery, medication, these are all very important things because it's not just a jump in and go. Again, it's something that you want to do a step-by-step with somebody who is a certified personal fitness trainer.
Now, I know we're out of time. We're getting the signal, but let's say somebody called you and you come to their house 2 or 3 times a week.
Correct.
And would that go on forever, or do you just set up a little program and tell them to keep going?
Right. So we set up a program that works for them because everyone has specific goals. I'd like to put one person up. It's Tammy, and she's holding a weight over her head, which is a balance exercise. She's wearing, I'm sure, a bright pink shirt, if I'm not mistaken. And Tammy she's wearing blue there.
Okay.
Now, Tammy, when we first started out...
She's on one foot.
She's on one foot.
my
You notice
goodness.
she's not holding on to
Yeah.
her counter with a weight over her head. When Tammy first started, she always had to hold onto the counter, and we gradually, bit by bit, and through persistence and just that positive mindset. Look at her right now.
that's
This is what people can do.
Okay,
So
good.
I look forward to hearing from anybody who has questions or comments.
So it's important for everybody, but seniors, a lot of seniors have never done, because that generation, they've never done any kind of exercise or
Right.
training or any regimen at all. So
There's always a beginning point. So I'm open to that and happy to help educate people. That's what I'm here for.
this is a great segment for seniors. Hope Rosky's our guest. Hope Rosky, International Sports Science Association. What is that?
Okay, International Sports Science Association is an organization that certifies personal fitness trainers, and there are so many different areas to be certified in as well. I'm also certified in group fit, and then there's nutrition, but through the personal fitness training, all of those areas are generally covered. So it's kind of like being an elementary school teacher who covers all the subject matters. We're covered in all the subject matters, so we can do it all.
Everybody thinks they're an expert. Hope is an expert, certified. She knows what she's doing. Get a pro. Like I said, when I'm doing the plank, I don't know if I'm in the right angle or something like that.
And that's really important.
So get a pro involved, get a routine. But whatever you do, get going.
Get healthy. Here we go.
Here we go. We'll be back with more seniors issues right after this.
Make it a great day.